Evening.
Sorry, bud.
Oh, you're alright. Good evening, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. Season finale here, Tier 3. Going right down to the wire. Spain. Comms tonight, myself, Glemmo, joined by Dan.
Hello there.
How you feeling about this one?
It's yeah, hard to put it into words. It's insane, really, isn't it?
It is. Noticing, like, it's been going on for a few weeks now back, not getting the results he's wanted when he looked like a runaway favourite for it.
Yeah, it's
Scotty, closing that gap massively, but then Wookie coming out of nowhere with some brilliant results the last couple of weeks.
yeah. Wookie's been chipping away at it. Just kind of, he's been kind of going along unnoticed, but doing enough to get himself. It's an outside chance, I would say, but it's this game. Anything can happen. As I said previously, Turn 1 Spain it's not the most ideal track you want to be finishing on, is it?
It's not. It's one of them that always brings a bit of drama, to be honest. Think back, what we're at season 2, season 3. Me and yourself on comms, where we had a 5-way battle, and then two drivers binned it in the final sector.
Yeah, that was mad. That was mad.
It always throws a good race up. Sorry.
Yeah, no apologies. I'm just trying to get looking into the session. He's having a few issues, shall we say?
But yeah, I'll just jump on now. Just have a quick run through the constructors. You've got Bark currently P1 on 203 points, Scotty P2 on 195, and then Wookie third on 190. So 13 points covers Bark down to Wookie in third place. So all to play for tonight.
Yeah, look, as I suppose, obviously Tier 1 and 2 finished off Friday night, so you'd think Kane Lowry taking then championships. The McLaren lads got it done Friday night as well, so do you know what? There's a championship battle at stake, or up for grabs, Clay, but it's the last race. There's lots of guys that can move up. Ultimately, no matter where you are, you're going to want to try and finish as high up as possible, so it's far from a nothing race. There's more than just 3 drivers involved here.
Yeah, absolutely. Everyone's looking, benefit themselves, really. It's just interesting how it'll pan out. There's a few other lads who've got pace who probably haven't been up there challenging as much as we'd have expected. But we've got some lads who are showing pace recently, like Dave, very close to a podium last week. Chip's been up there a few weeks now. So yeah, it'd be interesting. Airways as well is another one who's always in the mix of Lutman if he gets into the lobby.
One is also
I think he retired in the pits, mate.
His car is
he doesn't have a quality van.
Oh, he's in there. Strange. Maybe he's decided starting at the back. It's a good idea. Yeah. And that's the thing, the last thing you're going to want here is to interfere with a driver championship, although, obviously everybody's fully entitled to be on track, but the last thing you want to do is have an incident with one of them 3, really, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. Being responsible for, potentially swaying the championship must be a horrible thought. I know, speaking to Pint Size as well, he's hoping to get off the bottom of the championship standings.
Yeah, exactly. Do you know, everyone has their own agenda here, but yeah, I was just thinking about this earlier. I was kind of thinking strategy race wise. I think any of them 3 would be absolutely off their heads to start on anything but mediums.
Yeah, you want to go for the safest strategy. And Bark setting the pace early there, 12.3.
Yeah, 12.3. I'm expecting pole time to be in the 11s, but that's a strong first lap, to be very fair.
Absolutely. Wookie and Scotty aren't even out of the pits yet.
I'm surprised. I suppose it depends, but like, you know, could you do a lap on the mediums? Could you do one lap if you were quick enough?
This is the thing is, I think maybe them lads, you know, Wookie, Scotty, Bark, probably could, but then there's a medium race tyre gone.
Yeah.
And it's one of them, we've seen safety cars here before.
Oh, absolutely, and you know, it is one of these races where I know in Tier 2 Friday night we got a safety car like lap 7 or 8, so I came in for hards as did a VSC. We got a VSC like lap 7, another one like lap 9. Guys come in for the hards, but it would have been a stretch getting them all the way to the end, but we got another safety car a couple of laps later, so that kind of fared out. But you know, you start on the hards, a wrongly timed safety car, and it's game over, and that's the thing. So
that's the risk you have starting on them hard tyres. You know, as the soft/medium runners start to reach that point where they just drop off, you're more likely to get an incident, a safety car or something like that. So yeah, you know, it always tends to benefit the medium runners, to be honest. As Ollie sets the time, puts him up into P2. We've got Airways on a lap now as well. Scotty is on an outlap on the medium tyres.
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, it's hard to call it. It is. It's a track where you can get caught with track limits, but it's a track where you can lose time as well. There's a good couple. You know, it's funny actually. It's a technical enough track, and the quali sessions Friday night were insanely close. For a track where you can lose a lot of time and gain a lot of time. But you know, going out with kind of 12 minutes on the clock on a set of mediums, you're only allowing for, you know, one mistake and all the pressure's onto the softs then,
so. Just reading Dave's comment there saying, "Oh, I want to clap like a seal, I'm buzzing."
Never change, Dave. Never change. Full grid again tonight, which is mega. I'd say most people will know already. We do only have 1 week of a break before season 10, so we'll be looking at pre-season testing next weekend, Friday and Sunday. But we got a small bit of business to sort out before then.
Yeah, just the small thing called the Tier 3 Drivers' Championship. Just on board with Scotty now on his first run at a hot lap. He's got the mediums on. Wookie in the pits still, but has changed to the medium tyres now.
He's playing a dangerous game, in my opinion. Scotty probably has the pace to do it, but at least he get the lap in. Wookie will be getting the lap on the board fairly quick.
That's what I was going to say. For me, if you're going on mediums, you have to do it like straight away. Get an early lap in on the mediums, because if you need to come back in, change the softs and improve, you have that chance. Airways a 12.8 on the mediums. And Scotty 13 flat on the mediums.
Yeah, I'd say he's okay with that, but it's hard to call it. Must be nerve-wracking as well, which is going to cost you a couple of tenths.
Oh, that's it. You'll be driving a bit stiff.
I'll be honest, Clay. If I'm Bark, I'm worried about that Airways time. That's a cracking time on the mediums.
Yeah, 12.80. When I was on board with him for his first hot lap, I noticed he didn't have ERS on, so he was going for a burner lap. And yeah, his second lap improved massively, 12.8.
As Full Time Dave wants to know when the driver draw is. It's not set in stone yet. It'll either be after the pre-season race on Sunday or the Monday. More likely the Monday, but we'll confirm that. And he says he hopes he gets us again. I can confirm that that's not going to happen.
I can also confirm that's not going to happen.
Yeah.
Clermont has left the server.
It's a random draw, you know, but that's not going to happen.
As Anderson has retired in the pits. Hound improves to 13-4.
No, I wouldn't mind Dave. In a team, to be honest. If she's
Lutman crashed out. Lutman's crashed on the entrance to the pits.
9. That's not good.
It's the entrance to the pits.
Oh no, that's not good.
I wonder if he's caught that little bump.
I believe that's gone, Clay. But if you come in a bit hot, I think the last patch got rid of that. But if you come in a bit hot, it can catch you. Not ideal for Luckman. Airways, it's funny. Airways and Luckman are battling it out for P4 in the championship as well, teammates. So that's unfortunate for Luckman. I don't think there'll be any multi 21 on tonight for some reason.
I was on board with Pint Size, but he's abandoned his lap, got out of the way. We've got Wookie. Wookie's on a lap as well now, just coming up to where Pint Size is. They are teammates, so Pint Size staying well out of the way.
Yeah, he's not left it overly late, but a bit tight. I don't like pressure on quali. I don't like to be putting myself under too much pressure for time, so...
Personally, I feel like I do better when the pressure's on. If I only get one run at it, I feel like I tend to make that one run count. It's when I feel like I've got too much time, that's when I tend to screw up. As Chip has a good third, 12-7.
And that's not going to be a great lap from Wookie.
No, 14-1.
But this is exactly what I'm saying, Clay. He's going to get back into the pits now with, you know...
He wasn't deploying though. He wasn't deploying. He still had 80% when he crossed the line. So maybe it was a burner lap.
Maybe so. Yeah, he definitely looks to be giving it a go, but he's going to cut it very fine if he needs to get out for another run on the softs.
Oh.
And he's 6/10 up.
No, I'm not myself. I was just looking actually. Toby's out again on the mediums. He's done 3 laps on their mediums already. See Wookie's sector 2 split now.
Yeah, he'd be well up. He's
almost a second, yeah.
I tell you, yeah. Difficult. He lost a lot of time in the last corner as well, so if he nails sector 3, he should be into the 12s. I would think if he nails the last corner, yeah, a lot quicker, he should be into the 12s, I would suspect. As he's
12, just about.
Yeah,
but important thing, he's ahead of Scotty.
Yeah, it's hard to see what the cut-off point is here. Anyone in the 12 is definitely okay anyway, but you know, when you look, well, it's hard to call it. It's very difficult to call it.
That's it. Looking at it, I'd say 13-1, but it's so close ahead and below that.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, you don't want to be taking
Curly up to P8 as well with a 13 flat.
As Luckman says, he didn't want to qualify anyway. Overrated.
Luckman for driver of the day.
Jenny sneaks in with a 12-7. Could have done with that a couple of weeks ago, Jenny. Yeah.
I think that's the time he set the first time. He's just out again, started another lap.
And he's on fresh softs as well.
Yeah. He's probably safe, but gone back out again.
Yeah, I suppose. Look, it's we'll see how it plays out and that, but I'm just hoping that this championship is one on track. You know, that we don't have any issues or our guys getting a penalty, or you know, if it happens, it happens. But it wouldn't be the right way to go about it.
Oh, Hound's out.
How is he out there?
He clipped the inside curb. Turn 9.
that's yeah, okay. I don't understand. He's normally when guys lose it there, you see the car buried in the barrier on the right hand side, literally just after the turn.
Yeah, but that's it. He's hit it, but slid along it.
Yeah, he's way up the road.
He hit it and just slid along the barrier. At first, I thought he might have got away with it, just hitting the wall square, but no, that front wheel were flying about.
Yeah, that'll be 2 panel on the mid-strength beer anyway, 100%, no question.
Matey into the pits. Be close for him getting back in and out. Ollie back in. Sorry, not Ollie. That's Nerf into the pits.
I think Matey could struggle here to get back out. Matey's he's a funny guy. He was P2 in quali there last week. We know he has the pace. He just needs to focus. And there's a quick driver in there, 100%.
Yeah, absolutely. I think Lutman's looking all right here because he managed to set a 12.9 before crashing out. So for anyone to knock Lutman out of Q1, they'd have to beat a 12.9, which between Matey and Pint Size, I don't see, if I'm honest.
And just that with Scotty, he's gone for another run in the mediums. That's going to severely impact his potential race strategy if he needs to go back onto the mediums.
It will, but it also gives him an extra couple of sets of softs for quali if he's only used mediums in this session. Pint size is invalidated, so he's recovering ERS. I guess he's going to be going again.
I just don't see the point in putting another lap on the mediums. I don't see any point in it. You're not going to improve dramatically. There might be a couple of tenths in it. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of it myself. I've never been a fan of using mediums in quali, apart from when you had to start the race on that tyre.
Yeah, he's 5 tenths over at times, so
he's just took life out of him for nothing, really. Yeah.
3 laps on him for nothing. And you know what? He'd be a sorry boy if he gets knocked out now. I think Bark is praying to the heavens, I'd say.
Well, that's it. Bark must be looking at that, maybe slightly concerned. The fact that their times were both set on mediums. Obviously, Bark's not set a time on mediums yet.
The guys behind him are only a cup. I'll tell you what, lad. Now, there's only 6 drivers, so he needs 5 of them to improve. But, Matey Boy's only 5 tenths off. If he can get back around... Oh, hold on. Toby's gone, sure. Or, he's in the pits. Apologies. Yeah, I was getting excited there for nothing.
Just on with Pint Size now, coming up to the final corner. Can he manage to improve? He does by almost a second, but it's not enough to move him from P19. Matey Boy, has Matey Boy made it? He has. He's on a lap. He's a 10th under at the moment.
Yeah, and he needs this to count. Oh, he's a bit squirrely through there. He lost a lot of time there, but does he have enough to do it? Yeah. He needs a couple.
Slightly over.
He needs a big sector 3, a very, very big sector 3. All he needs is a 10th. Bark could do with his teammate up there as well, which would certainly help. What can he do? Heads towards the line. DRS open. Does he do it? Oh, he goes open. He's 16. So we'll only have 13 in Q2. Oh, unfortunate for Matey there. He was close. He had an issue in sector. He had a couple of issues in sector 2 there, which
will still have 14.
Place. Yeah. 14. Apologies. Yeah.
Yeah, it's only Lutman who's set a time and gone.
I will get Airways back in there now in a second.
Yeah, Lutman, Matey Boy, Hound, Anderson, Pint Size, and Osso out of Q1, but a second and a half covering the the grid, basically. I also didn't settle that, but a second and a half covering 1st to 19th. 9/10ths down to P14.
That's what I'm saying. Like it's not the most difficult track in the world, but it is one where you can lose a bit of time. And the quali sessions all weekend have been incredibly tight.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. The biggest gap there was from 1st to 2nd, 3/10ths.
Yeah, I'm sure Bark has a bit more in the tank, and he's going to need it. Looking at some of the medium laps, to be honest.
Yeah, absolutely. I think he'll definitely be keeping an eye on how them lads are getting on. I know it's one of them. If you're coming into a race where you're battling for the championship, are you paying attention to the other drivers' laps, or are you just focusing on yourself?
Oh, it depends on the guy. I suppose I'd be thinking of everything. I think at this stage I just want to get quali over and done with. Start where you start, get through the first lap, and settle down and see where you end up, and play it out that way. That would be my thing.
Yeah, I can agree with that. Get in, get out on track as soon as you can, get a decent lap set, and then just have a look and see how it's going from there.
Yeah, absolutely. Rose is back, which is good.
2 McLaren lads first on track, probably doing a parade lap as they have won the Constructors' Championship.
Number 5.
Oh, fuck off, Dan.
Yeah.
I've not had one for a few seasons now.
Yeah, I went 2 seasons without one. I was starting to question myself.
I think that's what it's been now, 2 seasons. I'm not used to this.
Scotty, Marshall in the pits, Airways in the pits, everybody else on low lap currently. Yeah, I'm not worried about track evolution here. I'm going to want to get that banker lap in and come back in, reevaluate the situation, see what the other lap times are like, depending what you're looking at. It is a track, as I said. There's a couple of places with track limits. Turn 9 in particular. What wings did you run, Clay?
Give me a second. I wanted to say 34.29, but it doesn't sound right.
Wow. that would be quite low.
39.34.
Yeah.
39.34. That's why I said it didn't sound right in my head.
Yeah, I changed it there slightly higher than that, but it's funny for a track with an extremely long straight. The downforce needed for the rest of the track was what was important. I suppose it's one of the reasons why they used to kind of always come to Spain for testing. Or it's also a track where if someone wants to have practice without assist, Spain kind of has a bit of everything, really.
It's one I've always recommended to people. When we've had newer drivers join the league or people trying to take assists and stuff off, I've always recommended Spain. It's a technical track, a fast track, but fairly short. It's a fairly short lap, so if you do make a mistake, you've not got that long to go before you go again. And yeah, like you say, it's got a bit of everything: fast corners, slow corners. Probably less so since they've changed sector 3.
Wow.
12.4.
Toby's after finding a bit of pace the last couple of weeks. He's on board with Bark, seeing what he can do with his first lap. This was line to be a 12.5 from Bark.
See what Wookie can manage now. He's just come to the end of sector 2.
Yeah, honestly, like, I can't imagine doing this for 45 or 50 minutes with the pressure that's on.
It's one of them, like, you tend to put a bit of pressure on yourself if it's a track you like. Yeah. Wookie, 12.2.
Bart must be fuming with himself.
I'm going to wonder, though, has Bart done that on the same set of tyres from Q1?
I would think so.
Knowing that the other 2 lads set their Q1 times on mediums, he didn't want to use an extra set of softs.
Yeah, I would
use a scrub set.
Yeah. I'd be surprised if he didn't. He'll get another run in, and even if it's a scrappy lap, he does look to have the pace to be comfortably into the top 10.
We've got Scotty on a lap as well now, coming up to the final 2 corners.
He must be kicking himself. He should have this in the bag. He was 50, 60 points ahead 4 races ago.
Scotty 12-3. Ooh.
I'm interested to see what Airways can do, to be honest with you, looking at his Q1 time.
Yeah, absolutely. Very competitive time on the mediums as well.
Yeah, I'd be expecting him into the 11s if he can hook up a lap. It's hard to know though. I set my fastest lap here on my first run in Q1. So that's what amazes me about track evolution. It's so inconsistent. Like sometimes I can set my fastest times in my first run in Q1, and you'd reckon the track is ramped up by the end of Q3, and sometimes it just doesn't happen. So
yeah,
it could be just driver style, but it could be the track as well. I feel it is very inconsistent.
Just on board with Marshall, he's still got 100% ERS, so I don't know if he's accidentally not turned it on or he's going for a burner lap. He is slightly on the brake a lot as well. Harvey did invalidate his first run. Looks like he's gone for a second run, but I think he's out of fuel. He is out of fuel. Hound in the comments saying Hound things. We'll just ignore that. Kieran saying Scotty being the B-Tech Thompson as usual. Forever in my shadow. That's because you're that fat, you cast a massive shadow. Apologies, couldn't help myself. Hey, we got Airways out the pits now. Airways is on a lap.
Yeah, I did find myself Friday night. The 10-minute mark was when I went out. 8 minutes. He's still getting around, but he's putting a tad bit of pressure on himself if he has any issue on his first run.
That's it. I kind of like this time of the track though. Do you know when it's fairly empty? There's not too many people out there.
Yeah. I'd be thinking the top 4 safe here today. Hard to judge what the cut-off point is for P10, but it's certainly going to be a bit quicker than the 119.3 anyway.
Yeah, I think you're right. Just about. I mean, Pint Size must be sat there looking at that going, shit, I could have made it. But no, I'd say it's going to be around that 12.9, 13 flat mark. Airways 12.6. Ooh, Marshall 12.6 as well. 4 thousandths ahead of Airways, so Marshall improved on that second run.
It's a very, very, very tricky turn 1, lap 1. It's a long run in. There's going to be a slipstream. You can get 4 wide down the main straight, but anything more than 2 wide into turn 1, you just can't get through. So guys are going to have to use their heads here. Like, it's not going to work. Just going to have to chill. Last thing you want is to give anyone wing damage or give yourself wing damage lap 1, limp it around to the pits. You're out of the race, essentially hoping on a safety car. It's just needless.
Yeah, I was just going to say that even if you do pick up damage, Ollie 12.3 up to P2. Even if you do pick up damage on lap 1, it's not necessarily over. We've seen races change drastically over the seasons here. Full send Dave, 12.3 up to P2.
Yeah, do you know what? It's just quality. I can't understand how it's so tight. It's a track where you can lose a lot of time.
Yeah, but as you say, I think it's one of them tracks because we've drilled it into people so much that everyone practices here a lot.
Yeah, it's Spain is a track where me practicing is absolutely pointless. It ain't going to get any quicker.
Dave Douglas, 12.8, and that only puts in P10. Look how
Yeah,
close it is. You've
yeah.
got a
It's
thousandth
absolutely, yeah.
separating second and third, 4,000 separating seventh and eighth. I said a 12-9-13 flat for cut off, and a 12-9's already out.
Yeah, yeah. I couldn't see. Um, I'm trying to think who's definitely safe, and I don't know. I really don't know. It'd be ballsy to not do another run. Is what I would say. You might be okay, but you mightn't.
Absolutely, absolutely. It's unbelievably close. Got
Yeah.
Curly and Harvey on outlaps now. Harvey's actually just started his first flying lap, so we'll jump on board with him.
Because it's a hard one as well. You know, I often found, you could go out with kind of, 2.5 minutes, 3 minutes to go, and have a kg outlap. But if you had someone in your ear saying, this driver's doing this time, this driver's doing another time, you could know whether by the time you get around, it's another 2 minutes down. You'd know if you needed to go for it or not. It's just without a race engineer, it's impossible to know. You have to either commit to it or stay where you are, really.
Yeah. Harvey's lap's not looking too bad. 50.8 at sector 2. I think that's about a tenth quicker than Bark had at sector 2, if I remember rightly.
Yeah, Airways on an old lap as well. He's coming around there to start his lap. I know he's not, but he's using the clear air, as they say. What can Harvey do?
12-2. Wow.
I'll tell you what, lad. If you told me at the start you'd have Harvey, Dave, and Jelly in the top four, not that they're not quick, they are, but I wouldn't have said that.
You'd picture your 3 title challenges up there.
Yeah, you would think so.
I mean, to be fair,
Q3 is going to be insane, lad.
Yeah, absolutely. Wookie's carrying on the form he's shown over the last few weeks. I know it's only quali, I know it's only Q2, but he's up there, he's looking fast. Yeah, and I think the pressure's more on Bark and Scotty right now.
It is, it absolutely is. And you know what, again, coming back to Spain, turn 1, lap 1, if you're going for that championship, you want to be on the front row. You don't want to be caught in the middle or
yeah, absolutely.
You want to get out of the way, not only for possibly getting caught up in something, but most guys, to be fair, tend to be a bit cautious. Sector 1 is quite sweeping, so if you do get through turn 1, which you should, you can be a couple of seconds off the top by the end of lap 1 as well. So yeah, they're going to want to be as high up as possible, naturally enough. But there looks to be a couple of guys that might have a say in where this championship ends up.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be an interesting one.
And look, that's the thing as well. Look, obviously we don't want guys getting caught up in collisions, but there's 20 drivers here, and then 20 drivers are fully entitled to race. There's nobody
driving for themselves.
Absolutely, there's nobody expecting anybody to get out of the way to leave a guy through. But obviously you don't want to see contact. But it is what it is. You're driving for yourself. It's as simple as that, really.
I'll tell you what, Airways has just done a 12.4, gone above Bark. Bark is only P8. Oh, he's on an outlap now. Nerf not improving.
Yeah, Bark will do without a mistake on this lap, I think.
Chip not improving either. But you've got Dave Douglas, Wuban on outlaps, Marshall, Bark. It could come down to the wire here for Bark.
Yeah. I think Scotty's gone out again, but I feel he's okay. Wookie's almost certainly okay. But Bark could do with a lap here. He's a bit close for comfort. And he needs to get a move on here because he has Wuban on a lap. He doesn't. He has Toby on an outlap. He's not too bad, so. Does he?
No.
You had somebody.
Scotty.
Ah, mind games from Scotty there, maybe. I don't think that's the ideal preparation for Bark. He didn't get off after the last corner, so he's definitely going to be losing a small bit of time. Scotty's car is everywhere on Bark's point of view for some reason. Hopefully that isn't a major issue. But you know what? I found myself as well Friday night, especially in quali and in the race. The pit straight is so long. You know, you're just thinking about turn one all the way down, and it kind of sucks you in a small bit.
Yeah.
You're trying to brake as late as you can. Bark with purple sector 1.
Yeah, Scotty was the 10th under. Bark was almost 3/10 under. See what the sector 2 split is. Scotty's almost level. Bark half a tenth over. Ho ho ho! I don't think Bark's. I think Bark's safe. There's no one behind him who can knock him out. So
he's safe, but by God, he'd be panicking. He's only 3/10 off it. Scotty and Wookie are neck and neck. Bark seems to be struggling here a small bit. I'd imagine they were a fresh set of softs. They were, yeah. Is Bark feeling the pressure, I wonder?
Yeah,
it's crazy because he's only 3/10 off the top. Like, what's 3/10? Absolutely nothing.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
That's mad. Top 3, 12-2, P4, P5, 12-3. Two guys on a 12-4, Bark on a 12-5. That's you're splitting hairs there. And I'll be honest, Dave Douglas, all the guys that have gone out here are unlucky. You know, they're not a million miles away from it.
No, they're not. They're not. And you know, maybe a little hard done by. Some of them times are very competitive.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
But yeah, I just on the Bark thing, I wonder if maybe, you know, the bad luck he's had over the past few races, he's been getting a few 5-second penalties in quali, 5-place grid penalties, sorry, in quali due to illegal blocking or whatever, a few game issues. He's not had the best of luck. I wonder if maybe that's in his head a little bit as well, trying to avoid anything like that.
You know what? It's Q3. The last run in Q3 is going to be. It's just going to be full on 100% because if you crash out at that point, you're gone. So, it's not going to make a massive difference.
Yeah, I'll be back very soon.
Yeah, let's go to the toilet actually. So, 1 second.
Pole position is often the best place for any driver to start, but this can't be stressed enough when you're here in Catalonia. The lack of overtaking opportunities and absence of long braking zones make it vital for a driver to put in their best during qualifying. 5 circuits have hosted the official Spanish GP, including Jarama and Jerez, before settling here at the circuit of Barcelona Catalunya in 1991.
Is on with Ollie at the minute, so I'll just stick on with Ollie for a small bit till Clay comes back. Q3, business end of qualifying. Some guys could get 3 runs in here if they have the tyres, but most likely it's probably 2 runs. You're going to want to set a banker lap. You're definitely going to want to get a time on the board, at least give you some sort of standing, and then you just have to give it soft for the last one. As Jelly's looks set his lap. I'm not sure why he slowed so much there. He's going to cost himself 3 or 4 tenths by the time he gets to turn 1. But let's see how it plays out.
I'm back.
Yeah, I was just on with Jenny there when you were on, as you were on board. So feel free to do what you want.
Is he the first man on the lap?
I don't believe so, but he might be. I think it's actually Wookie. Yeah, Wookie's coming around the last corner now to set the first lap in Q3, and it'll be a time to beat. And it's
a quick
time.
one.
Wow,
12-1. Oh,
what a lap!
fastest we've seen so far.
Oh, that's quick. Jelly's next time across the line. What can he do? 12.5 from Jelly.
Toby a 12.2. Marshall 12 flat. What can Bark do?
This looks tasty. It looks tasty. Oh, 12.4 from Bark.
Yeah, his step to 2 split was a few tenths off the pace.
Airways next across the line. He's just after coming into sector 3, and sector 2 split looks like a pretty competitive time. 51.2, I believe it was. Jesus, that's quick at the top there, like.
It's gonna. Marshall, I'm not being funny. Marshall, Toby, guys, we didn't even throw in this battle earlier. Airways 12.8. He's P8.
Airways is doing a bit of a me on it, to be honest with you. That time in the medium in Q1 was blistering, and I did the same thing myself Friday night. P2 and Q2 or in Q1, and just never got going again after it. Looks to be that way from Airways, but the final run is going to be interesting, Clay. It's all like the final run is all or nothing. Like, you're gonna have to throw caution to the wind. It's, you know, but currently I'd say Wookie is pretty happy where he is. Wookie in P3 in the championship, obviously, so he has the most work to do. I think if you're Wookie, you're saying, I have to win here. Scotty down in P5. They kind of have to go for a win, really, don't they? Like,
well, that's it. I think there's still going to be some improvement. Obviously, Airways, Ollie, Harvey, we know are capable of a lap. Obviously,
yeah,
Bark and Scotty themselves are both capable of a lap.
We're going into the 11s. There's no question.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I've got to say, I agree with what Hound said. He sees Paul as being an 11.8.
Pack your bags, lads. Enjoy the last one.
I think my fastest timer at 14.5.
I tell you what, though, Toby's time is he's starting to show pace. He only joined a couple of weeks back. It's his first league. He used to play on GP mode, and I had the same conversation that I do with everyone that does that. Just watch how fast they want to get, and within a matter of weeks, he's up there. So.
Yeah, absolutely. Wookie not messing about. Wookie's back out on an outlap.
I was kind of half thinking...
Is he looking at getting 3 runs in?
I was thinking the exact same thing, Clay. He should have this lap done and back in with probably 2 minutes to go. It'll be very, very, very tight. Wookie is... Where is he? Nah, it won't be tight at all. I'd say he'd be fine.
Full Send Dave's just started a lap as well. We'll jump on with Dave for the time being.
hard to call it actually, Clay. If there's a couple of guys come out of the pits now, he might hit a bit of traffic, and the thing is, if he doesn't get around to get another run in, that's...
It's Bark. Bark's out of the pit.
Yeah, well, Bark certainly won't get another run, but is Bark just thinking clear air? Maybe. Potentially. I suppose it is one as well, if you have the tyres, you can do a run now, and you know, by the time you get to Sector 3, you can see how much you're up. You can come back in if you reckon there's more in the tank.
Yeah, absolutely. See Wookie's Sector 1 split. He's improved. Purple Sector 1. Full send aim now up to the final 2 corners. Then we'll jump on with Wookie, see what he can manage. This lap from Dave looks quick. 12.3.
Oh, yeah, I think Wookie's lost a bit of time in Sector 2. We'll see when we get to the split, but I think he's lost a bit of time there. He is not, he's up a 10th. And what do you do at this stage? He has to keep going. He has the tyres to do another run, but you probably have to keep going, really.
Well, that's it. That'll put him on an 11.9.
And he is going. He's not backing out of this. What can he do? Nails the last corner. Nice and tight to the apex. Heads for the line. It's definitely an 11. And it's 11.963 for Wookie. And that's provisional pole at the moment. Cracking laugh from Wookie.
Curly saying chance of rain in Q3. See what Bart can react with now. Bart's just seen Wookie set that time.
He has to go for it.
I've got to say the ball's in Wookie's court right now. Bart's not improving at Sector 1. Scotty's on an outlap now.
I don't think Barker has the luxury of getting back in and back out and around. It'll be tight if he does. So he kind of has to go.
I don't know if Wookie will, to be honest. 3:20 now. He's still in Sector 2.
Yeah, big tight. Let's see what Barker moves. Watching Sector 2 split time.
2 tenths under. Oh, he's pulled that time out of nowhere.
And he's gonna have to go for the line now. I must say he's after losing time there in Sector 3. I would think that's not as quick as he took it the last time round. He's going for the line, though. Nails the final corner. What can he do? Can he get closer? Oh, 11.1. Puts himself P3 with
3 tenths improvement, but it's not enough.
It's not enough, but you know what, Clay? If he starts there or in P4, I don't think he'll be too disappointed. That's insane at the top. It's absolutely disgusting. It's a half a tenth between the top 3 currently, with the likes of Scotty and Airways. Oh, Airways just said a time of 12.1. Oh man, I don't know. I give up. Oh God.
Toby's on a lap, but I am going to have to jump to Scotty. Scotty's on one now. Yeah, Toby's half a second 100%. Off. Jump on with Scotty. It's Sector 1. Half a tenth improvement.
Yeah, he needs to nail Sector 2 and 3 here. He has the bones of 4 tenths to kind of to get up there. He wants to be as high as he can. Ideally, he needs to place ahead of Bark. Would be ideal for him. Doesn't want to be behind him. I think, to be honest with you, Clay, I think Bark is more looking at Scotty. It's a bit of a stretch for Wookie. Not impossible, but a bit of a stretch. Let's see what his Sector 2 split time is. Oh God, he's up 2 tenths. 2 tenths. What can he do? Sector 3, right-hander, needs to keep it nice and tight here, and he does on the power.
Wookie and Bark are into the pits. They are not getting back out.
What can he do? Can he nail the last corner? He nails it. He goes back up to 7 to touch early. Let's see what he can do.
11.9 P2.
Oh, Jesus Christ almighty. Do you know what?
Fair fucking play to him. Fair play to him, no.
Do you know what? If I'm Bark, I'm thinking, you know what? Leave him at it. Leave him at it. They both need to win. Leave him at it and see where you end up. But currently, I don't know. Bark needs P3. Oh. God almighty.
But this is it now, a lap from, Toby, Harvey, Ollie, that could screw back up.
Absolutely.
Toby has actually just gone for another lap. Full send
Ollie's
Dave.
backed out. Ollie's backed out of his lap.
Harvey's just going for a hot lap.
Chip is up a small bit, but we don't think it's going to get him close to the front. Jelly is done. Harvey just crossed the line.
Yeah, Harvey and Dave have just started theirs. Harvey and Toby have just started theirs.
Dave is a tenth over his time, so it won't be a massive improvement from Dave unless he made a big mistake in Sector 3 last time out.
Harvey's a tenth under at Sector 1.
Yeah, he's showing pace in quality. Let's see where he can put it.
Yeah, Toby's not improving.
Dave fractionally over. As the Red Bull of Marshall's getting well out of the way, in fairness to him. Toby's backed out as well. So yeah,
I think it's just Harvey. I think Harvey's the only one.
Yeah.
He's almost 3 tenths under at Sector 2.
Oh God.
Harvey's putting himself in the mix.
He buried a bit of a squirrel there, that probably costing himself a bit of time. Let's see what he can do. Nails the last corner. Oh, this is going to be close. Oh, 11-3.
Oh, 12-3. He's not. He's lost it. He was on for a 12-1.
There's 5 tenths between the top 9.
That's insane. And the thing is a couple of the lads down there are capable of being within a couple of tenths of that front group. Oh, what a qualifying session!
So if the race ends the way it starts with Wookie in P1, Scotty P2, and Bark in P4, has a point. Bark is up by a point on 216, and the other two are on 215. Oh look, to be honest with you, you know what? Where they are, they're all together. You know, and they're towards the front as well. Back is second row. Airways is going to be looking for it. Dave's going to be looking for Jelly, same. And I'm just praying for a clean turn 1 and let him at it. Let him fight then.
Yeah, absolutely. I just thought, obviously, I want it won on track, like you were saying. I hope there's no stewards' decisions that decide the championship. I don't want to see the lads, caught up in incidents and stuff like that, or any dodgy driving and nothing. I want a nice, clean race that's hard and fair.
And stress-free, preferably.
Stress-free, yeah. I could do without having a heart attack tonight, please.
Right, I'm away to get sick. I'll be back in a second.
Cheers, Dave. Thanks for your comments, mate. Thanks for tuning in as well. It's been an absolute pleasure doing comms here. You've done a great job all season. It's just a shame you couldn't do it last season when you were on a team, mate. But here we go now. Everyone will be picking race strategies, sorting the fuel out. And here we go, we are underway. Let's have a quick gander at the tyres. Wookie, Scotty going for mediums. Bark's gone for the softs. Ooh, that's a brave choice. There's a number of guys on the softs, to be fair. Got Bark, Toby, Dave, Curly, Wuban, Matey, Anderson going for softs. Wookie, Scotty, Airways, Dave, Harvey, Ollie, Chip, Nerf, Luckman and pint-sized mediums, the rest on hards.
I'm absolutely shocked to see Bart on softs.
Yeah, I feel like he's going to be
Absolutely
pushing too hard at the beginning. It's almost as though he wants to take the win himself, but is that the right call?
That's look, like I don't know, maybe he knows something we don't, but the daycare was high. Like my mediums, I could feel my mediums after 7 laps. Obviously, he's going to want to get past Marshall fairly quick if he doesn't get him off the line. Why couldn't we all just start on the mediums and then we wouldn't have to be wondering about these kind of things?
It's going to be mandatory now for any title challenge in the final race. Everyone starts on the same tyre.
Yeah, absolutely, 100%.
Put them all on halves.
Jesus. No pressure. No pressure.
Here we go. Wookie forming up on the line. Looks like he's got a good position.
Yeah, and it's a long run into turn 1 as well. You're going to want to get a good start. I think Bark on the softs. He should jump Marshall at the start with the soft tyres.
Yeah, the soft to the hard advantage should be fairly substantial.
Just tuck in behind and see where he end up, you know.
And Bark's going to have Toby right behind him as well, so Toby will be picking up a slipstream on them softs.
Let's go.
That's 5 lights. And away we go. Bart moving towards the middle of the track there.
Bark has had an awful start. A very, very poor start from Bark.
He's past Marshall though. Marshall's back past him on the brakes. No contact. Toby up past Airways as well. Toby into P5. Ooh, Bart running wide on the exit of 3 there. Now Toby's having a look up the inside of Bart. Oh, it's a bit nerve-wracking here. Championship leader in P4 and he's all over the track. I don't know what to do.
Toby's he's looking pacey, Clay.
Yep, he is. See if he goes for a move here into turn 10. No, he's not close enough. Bark has a little look. But that's it, the longer Bark and Toby are behind Marshall, the more time they're going to lose to the guys ahead.
Absolutely, and Marshall doesn't look like he's struggling at all. He's holding his own.
Yeah, I'm not saying he's struggling, I just mean the hard tyres, that little pace deficit he's going to add to the lads ahead.
Yeah, Bark looking for him here. Can he do it? He's going to look on the outside. Can he go deep?
Oh! Toby's past him!
And Airways is on the back of him now as well.
Oh!
Right now, Scotty is your winner. Oh God!
Are Wookie and Scotty not on the same points as it stands?
I don't know.
And Wookie's got the fastest lap. Would he not take it?
They are on the same points. There's whoa! Marshall having a big spin. Back up to P4. They're lucky. Oh,
Marshall's out.
And Game's out. Oh God! That's Marshall just lost it off track, and there's a collision behind and a safety car. We've lost Fulton Dave. We've lost Marshall. To be fair to Marshall, he didn't, from what I saw, do anything wrong. He just lost the rear heading towards turn 9. Toby and Bart doing well to avoid it, but
Chip and Ollie both picking up a 5-second penalty there.
Yeah, I think that's just slamming on, isn't it? Worried about what's happening ahead of you.
None of your lads have pitted though, even the lads on softs. I know it's early, but you'd have thought maybe get off them tyres now. Are they open to maybe take advantage of them again off the restart?
Yeah, there's a bit of damage behind as well.
Ehale asking who's in the fight for the championship. So you currently have Bartmandu leading the championship, Scotty P2 in the championship, and Wookie P3. Any of them 3 can win it.
Oh God.
Yeah, unlucky there, Dave, mate.
Yeah, it's hard luck. It is very, very hard luck. As I said, I don't think Marshall does anything wrong there. He has a bit of spin on the wheel. You know, it's early in the race, cars together. A couple of guys got damage out of that as well. I just think it's one of them unfortunate things. But yeah, the pace there from Toby Clay, and he's on the sauce. He's going to be looking at the guys ahead here. 100%. He looked absolutely rapid on them. Bart looked a bit tentative, which, you know, you're going to be.
Yeah, championship leader, obviously.
Oh, such a long way. Can we just stop it now? Yeah, there's a long ways to go here.
But that's it now. If you have Toby interfering with Scotty and potentially Wookie as well, will Bart want to follow him through or just sit behind hoping Toby stays ahead of him? Obviously, they're on the soft tyre, so they ain't going as long.
From what I saw there, I don't think Bart has the pace at the moment. Is he? I don't know. Is he just being a bit reserved? He's on the softs. He doesn't want to kill him straight away. They are going to drop off. There's no question about that. But you'd imagine starting second row on the softs, the mentality there has to be get ahead out in the lead, get the lead and pull a gap. That has to be the mentality, and for me at the moment he doesn't have the pace to do that. So I don't know, I might be wrong, but I've a feeling the softs could have been the wrong call, but the safety car will certainly help. No question, it will help all the soft runners.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
You know, you could be in soft car territory as well.
Take it easy, Dave, mate. As I say, unfortunate, you're unlucky there.
Yeah, I know. I was speaking to Dave Goodman this week, and he was looking forward to it. Do you know what? It's one of them where it's actually, you know, when you get caught up like that, when a guy in front has a bit of a spin or something, makes a mistake, it's nearly harder to accept than just you know,
there's absolutely nothing you can do about it.
Yeah.
You sort of finish going, what can I do differently? And the answer is there's nothing. You know,
nothing. No.
Absolutely nothing you could have done to change what happened. So I know it sounds hard. You've just sort of got to suck it up and move on.
Yeah.
Look, I've been there, mate. I've launched headsets, broken pads, everything in them situations. Even though there's nothing, it's out of my control. But yeah.
Safety car windy in this lap.
Yeah, so we will get back underway. See who's warmed the tyres well enough.
Difficult one here being the lead car. Unless you're going to jump the slipstream down to turn one is mental.
Yeah, absolutely. That's it. You don't want to go too early that you catch that safety car, but you want to go early enough that you can catch the guys behind sleeping. And look,
he's gone.
Yeah, he's gone.
He's not caught him sleeping.
He's not, but it looks like Toby might have been caught a little bit. Toby and Bart. Harvey picking up a 3-second penalty there right at the final corner.
Wookie appears to have wings.
Absolutely. He has burnt a bit of ERS down that straight. But Toby's now out of DRS to Scotty. So it'll be interesting to see how them softs fire up here, whether Toby can make them work again. He has get back in now.
I found this as well Friday night, Clay. The field just never spread. It was so tight all the way through.
Yeah, absolutely.
Our teammates allowed to play orders, absolutely there. 100%, no question. Ooh, we got a yellow flag.
Pint size. He's had a moment, he's down to 18th. Down 4 places though, he weren't doing too bad. As Ollie makes it past Wuban. Wuban makes it back past Ollie. Strange part of the track to be battling with. Toby, fastest lap.
Yeah, Scotty's just, I think Scotty's just hanging on here, waiting for DRS. To be honest, with you, trying to hold on to his DRS. Wookie deploying it small, but Bark is dropping off the back of Toby. He's going to have to deploy. We know Bark likes to play the long game, but he needs that DRS, because that's going to shove him back into airways. He needs to stay within a second of Toby, 100%, no question.
Absolutely. I wonder if Barks maybe thinking of that, just finishing P4, and that could cost him, that could ruin him.
It could if Scotty takes the win with fastest lap, it absolutely could. He needs to deploy because he's dropping off.
Scotty takes the win in general, I think it's the only time Bark needs to finish P4 is if Scotty's P2, Wookie's P1. If Scotty takes the win, Bark needs to finish higher.
Yeah, he does. He absolutely does. And my worry here for Bark is his softs are going. His softs. them softs are they're gonna start dying in 2 laps time, I think. To be honest.
Toby's burning, Bark's burning, Wookie's burning, Scotty's holding on. Yeah, I've got to say, quite clever from Scotty, to be honest. He's been picking up the slipstream.
Absolutely. Sitting
with him. He probably has more pace than this, but he's not showing it too early. How many times have we seen a driver want to just, win it by just pulling away at the front, and it doesn't work?
No, it doesn't. Scotty playing the long game. He'd probably get past him, and then you'll see him deploying to try and break that DRS. Bark needs to pick the pace up here, or he's going to be out of it.
Yeah, just in it at the moment.
Just about got it.
But now Toby's out of it.
Yeah, this Bark needs to get past here, and he needs to get the fire lit fairly quick. He has to deploy on the straight here because Airways is up as the back of him.
Yeah, Bark's not deploying. Oh, he's deploying now. Is he going to be close enough to get a move? No, he's not.
I can't figure it out. He's either being cautious or he just doesn't have the pace. I'm not sure what the answer is to that question.
Well, he had ERS on and DRS. I don't think he's got the wings. I think he's played too safe. Too safe on setup, which is here, you know yourself here is fairly good in quali, but in race trim,
I was on board with Bark there, Clay. Maybe the wings, but he did have a horrible exit on the right-hander, which would have cost him on the straight. But Airways is on him now, and them tyres, we're on lap 8, the tyres are going to start dipping, and he doesn't have ERS here. So that's a problem for Bark. Scotty doing what he needs to do. Like, Scotty will stay here till the last lap if this is the way it plays out.
Yeah, absolutely. He's not in a bad place, knowing, he's almost double Wookie's ERS.
Yeah, and Airways is going to take Bark here, and he could get caught by Harvey as well. So
yeah, we'll see. On with Airways is pushing, but he's not deploying. He's not deploying ERS, just doing it off DRS solely. That's why I'm thinking Bark's wings are too high.
I just think the softs as well were an insane call for me.
So, as it stands at the moment, the championship is between Wookie and Scotty, is it not?
Oh, Harvey's...
Oh! Anderson's out. Toby's... Scotty's in the wall! Scotty's spun!
Oh, no!
Scotty's no front wing!
Did he lose it on his own?
I think he did.
Oh, God.
Scotty's down to P11. Bark's back up to P4.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Because I wasn't on with it. Harvey up the inside turn 4. Small bit of contact with Bark. Doesn't spin, stays on track. Oh, God. This is...
Yeah, I saw Anderson DNF, and that's what I thought you were shouting at. And then when I looked up, Scotty were facing the wrong way.
Oh, lad.
Scotty's down to P10 with no front wing. Barks back up to P4.
He has to pit. The soft runners have to pit, surely. And the field is so tight, they're going to come out so far behind, and it's too early for mediums, so
Look,
they have
he's
to
in.
go on to
Look,
the
he's
hards.
in.
Yeah, absolutely. The hards are going to the end, not a problem. I'd be surprised if we don't see the whole field in there.
Everyone's pitting there. Scott, who stayed out then? Hound, oh, yeah. Ollie. Hound and Ollie stayed out. Osso stayed out. Curly. And Wuban. Harvey as well. No, Harvey's in the pit, sorry. Bark's gone for mediums.
Why?
Scotty's gone for fresh mediums.
They need another safety car.
Am I wrong? Scotty's gone medium.
Scotty's on medium, yeah.
Yeah, Scotty's gone medium, so Scotty is going to have to pit again.
The hards will go to the end, the mediums won't.
Does this mean Wookiees currently?
Yeah, absolutely.
What?
They'll need another safety car. I don't. The mediums won't go to the end. Well, as we always say, they probably will, but
they'll be dead.
The pace will be awful. The biggest issue we have here now, again, with the top 5 on old tyres, and that's going to cause issues. I think, hopefully not, but
yeah.
Wow.
That's insane. That
call from Bark and Scotty and Bark. That call for me is mental. That's not the safe option. Like, Bark picked the risky option on the softs at the start. He's now picked the risky option again. Scotty, is his mentality to try and get through the field? Maybe not. But back from where he was,
make some places back up.
Don't see why he didn't go into the hards, to be honest. But
I feel like to be honest, if that was Scotty's plan, if his plan was to be on a faster tyre than the guys ahead, why has he not gone softs, knowing he'd have to pit again anyway? Because the medium,
exactly.
He's not made a mandatory stop. He still has to pit. So
he has to stop again. At least, I suppose, with Bark's out on the softs, he doesn't have to pit. Depending how it plays out, another safety car he can, but Scotty has to pit again. Wookie and Bark currently don't.
It appears the ozone's turned up in perfect timing, really. When Osso's P3, the ozone pop up. Yeah, Osso still has to pit. He's not pitted yet, so I think he was. Where did he qualify? 20th. Just give him a few laps. He'll be. Back to usual, Osso.
The thing here is, Clay, you don't want, if you're a Wookie, like, you're at P1, you got 5 guys ahead of you, he can't be taking any risky moves.
No.
You can't, and it's grand, and look, I come back to the dead cyclist mentality or analogy here again. Even if he's not wrong, even if he's in the right and he's spun out, it's absolutely no good to him. It's absolutely no good to him.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm going off at lunch, mate. I'll be back in a second.
Yeah, I'd say the safety car should be in this lap, and it is.
It is. Yeah, I'll be back in a second, mate. I'll let you do the restart.
Yeah. Oh gosh, insane. He got hold on the restart. Jelly behind him, Osso behind him, Curly behind him, all on old hards. You got Wuban on 8-lap old mediums, and everybody else behind them is on fresh tyres. Mental. And Hound is gone. Great restart from Hound. Bark caught sleeping again, same as the last restart. Oh, Wookie, you don't want to be going up there, lad. 3 wide into turn 1 is absolutely not going to work. Back out. And he does. That was logical thinking. He does take Toby, but I'd be relaxing here. You don't want to be overly aggressive. You don't want to get caught up in something. Try and look down how's Bark getting on. 6 tenths off the back of Harvey. Scotty is down in P16. Oh, there's just too much going on in there. Too spread out. Simple as that. Oh God, there's cars everywhere. Oh, Wookie going deep into 10. Not ideal, and he's down a couple of positions. Toby getting through. And we're going 3 wide. That's certainly not a good idea. Certainly not. Bit scrappy there from the 2 Ferraris, if I'm honest. I'm on board with Wookie Clay, and it's scary. It's scary. The hard runners are the old players ahead are causing issues here. Scotty just can't seem to get past Chip. Wookie is battling very, very, very hard with cars.
Yeah, he's burning a lot of ERS as well. Wuban picking up a 3-second play. Wuban sideways!
Oh, this is exactly what I was just going to say. You're too close to the car ahead and you're not leaving any room for manoeuvre. And that's a full safety car again.
To be fair, that was the 2 Ferraris. It was Toby right behind Wuban. You saw Wuban going sideways. My God. If anything, this benefits Wookie because he can recharge that ERS that he's deploying a hell of a lot of.
It benefits Wookie. It benefits Bark as well. I still think it's a stretch to get to the end on them.
But that's it. Are any of the leaders going to pit now? 20 laps?
I don't think so, but it's you know, look, it's their right to not pit, but it's causing issues behind. But that's down to the guys behind to just keep it chill. Yeah, Hound staying out. Jelly's in. Also stays out. Curly stays out. Harvey almost certainly stays out. And everyone else will stay out.
Just looking at the Ozone comment saying, can someone give Osso the blue flag? He's holding up the race pace. Back to the academy. Osso, pit, retire the car so you can have a smoke.
Yeah, it's the 2 Ferraris getting tangled. I was on board with Wookie and they were ahead. I think it looked to me like Wuban had a small bit of a rear spin.
Yeah, he lost it at turn 3.
Toby clipped him, and Wookie, honestly, the weight of a credit card is how he avoided that. And I know he needs to be like he's not doing what he needs to do currently, but you know, prone into a car that's sideways ahead of you is almost certainly a bad idea. Fact. Oh God, it's a lot of safety cars. Just race. Yeah, and this is very, very problematic for Scotty again. He has to take that mandatory pit stop, which I'd have done. I think he's made a mistake. I'd have got that mandatory pit stop out of the way, because if there is another safety car, the guys ahead are almost going to certainly come back in.
Yeah, that's it. You pop the pop the hards on now. Fresh set of hards for what? 18 racing laps, 19 racing laps, whatever it'll be. You know you've got the top 3 still to pit. They're going to have to pit again. Then Harvey, Bark, Dave Douglas, Chip probably have to pit again. So there's 7 places he's going to get back just from being on fresher tyres.
Yeah.
Without doing overtakes, what I mean is, you know what I mean?
I'd have got the mandatory pit stop over the way as well, Clay.
That's the main one, that's the main thing. For home, we're going to try and overtake the safety car there.
Yeah, did you see what the safety car tried to do to me Friday night again?
No, I didn't, mate.
Exact same as that time I passed it out. But this time I wasn't getting disqualified, so I slammed on and got away with it because the guys behind weren't expecting it. Mental stuff. snuck in around the corner as well, like just handy out of the way. It's like, oh, you can't see me, but I've experienced. Whoa! Jelly hits the back of Point Ace Geezer. I had the experience of the safety car this time. It's happened to me before, and it wasn't happening again. Jelly has to have end plate damage.
He has. He's missing an end plate.
Yeah, that's silly. That's just, there's no need for that, really. Surprised he didn't get a 5-second penalty as well.
He's also slowing down a bit now. Hope he's not doing that to extend the safety car.
Yeah, he has to come back into the pits now, and he's going to need a miracle.
Safety car in this lap. I mean, I don't know if I'd want to jump on with the leaders or the championship battlers here. It's too much stress. Too much stress.
I agree.
Dave, what did you miss? Well, we ended up with a safety car.
Oh, he's gone.
And then Scotty lost it just as the safety car came out. Wookie was up to P1. Scotty's all the way down. Bark's fighting back.
Yeah, but Bark's caught napping for the second safety car in a row.
Harvey's up past Curly.
My worry for Wookie here is he's being very not cautious. I know he needs to get ahead, but he got away with it the last time. If something happens ahead, he's not going to have any time to react. Yellow flag. Is that Jelly? Yeah, it is. He should have hit it. I don't know why he stayed out. It's too difficult of a track to be trying to race with no end play.
Oh, Wookie's going up. Oh, he backed out of it. Thank Christ for that.
Yeah, you know what? I think there's a bit of talk in what Bark is doing. He's just sitting back, staying in DRS, but he's just sitting back a smidge.
Wookie wants to get past Toby. And Toby's doing what he can to stop him. Toby's up past Curly. Oh, he's on the outside. Oh, bit of contact.
Not ideal at all. Wookie stay back.
Oh, Curly spun.
This is what I was saying. That was dodgy from Wookie there, lad. He's after getting away with it again, and he'll get the run on Toby this time, and he should get it done. But dodgy. He's got away with it. I suppose he has to make risks. He's the worst off in terms of where we are at the minute.
Yeah, he needs to win, basically. You know, in his head, he has to finish as high as possible.
Yeah, chip hazard has proven to be an issue for Scotty. He's on the softs, which are 7 laps old, but they don't have 7 race laps on them. He just seems to be struggling to try and to clear them, which he needs to do. He needs to pit again. He needs to try and get through the field as best as possible.
I'll tell you what, Wookie, he's not in a bad position at all. 2 people ahead of him still have to pit, and Harvey's going to struggle to get to the end on them tyres. Yeah, and he's got a 3-second penalty. So Wookie can calm it down, you know, recharge ERS, just sit with this group. Or does he think he's got the pace to pull away? I don't know.
He has the pace, he certainly has pace, and he's on a lot fresher tyres. He just needs to be logical about where he does it. For me, that's the thing for Wookie. And he's rinsing the RS to try and get up there as well, you know, which I don't have an issue with, but he's following. Oh, Christ almighty, Toby's coming through. And he's on the inside, he's not significantly alongside, he does back out, to be fair to him.
Oh, and he spun offshore. Toby and offshore make contact. I think Scotty managed to avoid offshore there, but Jesus Christ. That was close. Wookie's burning ERS for fun here, and I think this is going to cost him in the long run.
Yeah, that's...
That early is still sat at 86%.
I tell you what, Luckman and Northpack are having a right good old tangle here. And it's getting a bit too close for comfort for me, to be honest with you.
Lookman going for it round the outside of turn 10. Wookie's past Hound.
Oh, yeah, Chip Hazard gets past Matey and Scotty doesn't.
Hound's held Toby up, so what Hound's just done is actually helped Wookie.
Yeah, Scotty. Oh, lad, Scotty was nearly rolled again. He went up the inside onto the right hander in sector 3. You don't want to go there. It's a silly place to go. I know you got to get up the field, but it's a silly place to go. And he's got away with it. He does have the pace into turn 1 and he looks to be going for it. He's not significantly alongside, but he still goes for it. If I was Chip, I'd have closed the door on him, to be completely enough, to be honest with you. But it is what it is. He doesn't. He leaves space for Scotty up to P10. God almighty.
Yeah, Wookie now in a good position, to be honest. 1.3 behind the leader, 1.2 ahead of Toby. Same age of tyres as the guy behind and ahead of him, but both of them two have a 3-second penalty. Where's Barks sitting in all this? Let's see Barks got to the leader. 4 seconds, 4.5 seconds, so he will gain a position from Toby.
To be honest with you, I really don't understand what Hound is doing here. He just needs to get into the fucking pits and get off them hards. It's a bit stupid what he's doing. In my opinion, but as we've seen in the past, my opinion isn't always the right one.
Yeah.
And he stays out. Yeah, look, I suppose is what it is. He's entitled to stay out. It's one of these for Steve. This is what Steve does. He's gonna wait, and there'll be a safety car, and he's done.
Yeah, and then he'll pop into admin chat whinging about how hard people were overtaking him when he runs shit tyres, which I will not be entertaining.
Yeah, Lookman's got him here now as well.
Back's in a decent position ERS wise. Wookie's still burning, still down at 30%. Just wonder whether Wookie is going to actually try and recharge a bit or what. I don't know. Scotty now up to P9, past Matey boy. I hate to say it, Dan, but I don't think it's over yet, mate.
It's not. I'm trying to figure out where do we stand now with P1 and P5. I can't figure it out. I think it's Wookie's if he wins and Bark stays where he is.
If Wookie wins, it's Wookie's. If Bark takes P4 and Wookie wins,
P4
it's Bark.
Toby's into the pit, so Bark is up to P4. So Bark is hoping for nothing to happen here.
It's just whether them tyres make it to the end, another 12 laps on them mediums.
That's the thing, and he's got Lookman behind him now as well. Bark needs to start deploying. He can't leave Lookman get in, and he needs to stay where he is. He has to deploy. Lookman's 1.6 behind. He has to deploy, and Lookman has rinsed his ERS, and Steve Scotty behind them as well. But Scotty needs to pit again. Scotty needs a safety car. If Scotty has any hope of a title here, he needs a safety car, and he's just going to drop so far down. The only advantage he would have is he'd be on the softs, but as with everyone else, if the safety car comes out now, everybody's pitting. There's no question there.
Yeah, I'm looking at it thinking, Scotty and Bark going to end up on the soft tyres?
Small bit of naivety there from Wookie. He takes Harvey, but he takes him into turn 10. Harvey's going like, ooh, yellow flag. Matey's off track. No sign of a safety car, and he's beached. Matey's beached. He's going to have to reset the track. Or you're going to get disqualified. Reset the track, maybe.
Pause it, reset the track. Come on, lads.
You can reset the track. It's in the rule book, which you didn't read. I needed it. Oh, God. In a bad place. Well, not a bad place for him.
Wookie's fighting hard here with Harvey as well.
Oh.
Don't get shot there by Harvey.
Harvey has a 3-second penalty. Like, getting ahead and pulling a 3-mile gap isn't going to make any difference. He's going to have the race from where he is. He needs to stay behind. He needs to take him into turn 1, not turn 10. The mediums are going to drop off 100%. He just needs to relax. stay behind Airways is out of DRS. He needs to stay behind, recharge for a couple of laps, and get him into turn 1. There's no sense to getting into turn 10. I don't want to say it because it won't really make a difference, but I feel a safety car is going to have a say in this, Clay.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially if there's a lot of guys on mediums now that'll be struggling towards the end as well for grip.
Yeah, that's exactly my thinking. Harvey and Bark, Scotty. Well, Scotty has to pit anyway. Harvey, Bark, Hound still need to pit. Scotty, Hound, and Pint Size are in.
Yeah, Scotty needs. If Scotty has any chance, he needs to get within a pit window of Bark. That's his only chance at this stage. If it's 10 laps to do it, it could happen. A safety car in the next 2 or 3 laps though would be very problematic for him though. Oh God, I don't want a safety car to have a say in this. Obviously, Scotty does, but
do you know? Lutman might have a say in this. He's now in DRS of Bark. If he takes Bark, Wookie is the championship leader at this point.
He's rinses the RS. Bark was in a good place, but it's a mistake.
It's the tyre advantage I think Lutman's going to have over him.
Yeah, 100%. He should have been deploying. He should have been deploying to keep Lutman out. He was 1.6 back at one stage. And if I'm honest, Bark looks like he's struggling on them mediums.
Oh Christ, it's not over yet. Because I'm looking at the gap between Wookie and Harvey, and Wookie's not dropping Harvey. Not yet anyway, so the mediums haven't gone off yet.
Barks have that, and Luckman is it's only a matter of time before Luckman takes him. I'll be back in a second.
Yeah, no worries. Hound up past Osso now, making them fresh softs work. So here we go, Lutman now with DRS. Can't make it past Bark. Bark is deploying more now. Lutman's all over the back of him. And Harvey's dropped off the back of Wookie as well now, so no DRS for Harvey. Harvey with a 3-second penalty though, and I think Bark's just getting within that 3 seconds. No, he's not, sorry. That's 3.9 seconds, 4 seconds. Oh, Christ. Lutman's gone for it. And he's got it. Lutman's up to P4. We've got a yellow flag. Matey boy's out. And it's a full safety car. We've got a full safety car. 8 laps to go. Full safety car.
Yeah, shouldn't have went. Sorry, shouldn't have went anywhere, should I? And that's a disaster for Scotty. He's too far back, I think.
Lutman got the move done. The thing is, yeah, Scotty's, yeah.
Wookie has to come in. He has to come
Toby down 16 seconds back, so
it's a difficult decision for Wookie because he's the championship winner as we stand. He has to come in. He has to come in.
I think he has to, knowing that Bark has to pit anyway. Bark, 15 laps on the mediums. He's not going to the end. And Wookie is in. Harvey's in. Airways is out.
Bark
He's crashed on the pit entrance.
Bark is staying out, Clay.
Oh, Christ.
Oh, that's...
Airways is out. He's crashed on the pit entrance.
There was no way Bark was going to be able to hold him off.
Oh,
no
soft on brains off for the championship. My God, I feel sick.
Bark has made a massive, massive, massive mistake. Is he after forgetting about Wookie? Scotty's up to P8. Them softs will be still fine. Bark is giving away the championship here for me. He's not going to be able to stay behind Wookie, and he needs P4. Oh God Almighty!
He needs P4, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, everyone else is on fresher tyres. Everyone.
I'm not trying to be critical. I'm really not, but I think Bark has just made so many wrong calls in this race. I don't know. A late safety car could change it again, but it's just.
Yeah, I feel like he has made a mistake. I feel like if anyone needed to pit under that safety car, it was Bark.
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely.
16 laps on them mediums. They're gonna be dead soon.
They're dead already, I'd say. They're like Wookie's gonna get him on lap 1. He has to hold P4. The only thing he does have going for him is there's a lot of penalties around. There is a lot of penalties around. Harvey, Toby both have penalties.
Dave Douglas
with 8 seconds. Wuban, yeah. So that's. Yeah, he didn't make a mistake. But you know, you look outside of that.
It's one of them though. Forget that though. If someone's going wheel to wheel with him and he ends up fucking off track, that could be it. That could be him gone. You put yourself in that danger zone by not pitting.
Yeah, and Scotty has no penalty either, so I don't know.
I'll tell you what, they don't make it easier for us, do they?
Yeah, Corley's in the pits, but I'm pretty sure the safety car will come in this lap. There's 6 laps left. Yeah, look, as I said, I didn't want it to be decided by a safety car, but yeah, what are you going to do?
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to see a safety car for the last 2 laps, like. I wouldn't mind a straight fight now to the end.
But Bark isn't in a fight. It's as simple as that.
It's a slaughter.
All Bark can do is rinse the ZRS for 1 lap, and that's 1 out of the 6 gone. That's the only thing I can see him doing. That's the only.
We're waiting for Curly to catch up.
Yeah, and this lap, another lap would suit Bark unless it's a late call. We got it here in Tier 1 on Friday night. Don't think of it at this stage, so that's a saving grace for Bark. That's another lap out of the way, so that's 5 racing laps. Just my heart is in my mouth.
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to it, to be honest.
Got a headache as well.
Yeah, welcome to the club, mate.
Yeah, so Bark is going to be a duck to the slaughter. There's no question. It's just a case of where can he finish. I find it unthinkable to think that Scotty isn't going to end up P3. I'm looking like Dave Douglas with his 8 seconds. He's got him. Luckman might have a lot to say in this championship.
Absolutely. If Woogie gets past Bark, Harvey does, Luckman does.
I suppose you're at that stage now where you got the 3 leaders or the 3 at the front of the championship in P1, P2 and P7. You don't want to be causing issues at this stage, but you know they can also cause issues from themselves. So
absolutely,
it needs a bit of thinking.
This is what I was saying about someone on the fresher softs or something behind trying to get ahead of Bark. You know, it could potentially ruin him.
Yeah.
He's on 18 lap old mediums. He's still got 5 laps to go. These tyres...
he needs a good restart.
He needs a fucking miracle.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
He needs Wookit being in reverse.
Of course, track temperatures fluctuate. Here in Catalonia,
There we go. He's
very close
slow
to
in the pack now.
Dodge.
Yeah, Wookie wants this done early.
Just back take it to the line.
You can't. The straight's so long.
Yeah, you can.
Scotty's got a 5-second penalty.
That's exactly what I was just saying, and I'd be surprised if that comes off, to be honest with you. So that could be the end of it for him, and Wookie's going to get back into turn 1. No question. Barker's needs to fight it. He can't, there's no point.
And that's it. Wookie is in the lead. Now Wookie needs everyone to challenge back. Wookie needs back to finish below P4.
He does.
But there's penalties. Oh, Harvey's gone for it. Harvey's up.
That could be detrimental for...
Toby's going for it. Toby's side by side. Oh, he tucks in behind him. I've got to say, Toby, Lutman and Scotty look racy here, so Bart could drop a few positions, but then penalties are going to have something to say. Oh, Toby's gone for it, up the inside of Bart at turn 10.
Yeah, Scotty's made contact with someone behind, so Scotty needs, Bart needs P4 here. He absolutely needs P4, and that's Scotty's penalty could have something to do with it.
But now Lutman's going to have a run. Lutman's got the run on Bart.
Why is Toby slowing down?
He was wide on the exit. He was wide on the exit at the final corner.
Don't make a 3 wide, lad. Don't make a 3 wide, lad. Good lad.
He didn't. He's made it through. Bart's in P5. He's on the curb.
Oh, look, when dips off the track. Scotty's through.
Scotty's through. Bart's down to P7.
Oh, fucking Jesus.
I mean, ignoring penalties, as it stands, Wookie's your champion. Bringing penalties in, fuck knows.
Yeah. Oh,
I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on.
If Bart needs to just stay within DRS now and see where he ends up in terms of penalties, but the guys on softs, a lot of them are going to drive themselves out of penalties, I feel.
So, Bart is within Wuban's penalty. He's within Scotty's. He's within Toby's, and that is it. Toby, Scotty, Wuban. That gives him 3 places back. That puts him P4, which he needs for the
Dave is off!
Wuban's gone!
Wuban's off! Oh no! Oh no! Hound is gone, that's going to be a safety car! Is it?
No, it won't.
No,
it's too late. It's too late.
Oh.
I can't keep up.
This is madness. This is absolute madness.
I don't know what's happening penalty-wise now. That's completely thrown me. Lutman's just dropped. Scotty's past Lutman.
Yeah, Barker's going to be too far back to gain from the penalties. He needs P4.
So Bark is 8.5 seconds behind the leader. So he's got 5 seconds from Scotty, and he's only 2 and a bit behind, so he'll get him. Toby is 2 seconds ahead of him, 2.3 ahead, with a 3-second penalty.
Toby having a bit of a tangle, lad. Scotty gets through, but they had a bit of a tangle there.
The thing is if Scotty's quicker, this could help Toby and brew him back. If Scotty's faster and they stick behind Scotty now and just pull away, Bark is screwed. Oh. No, it's not. There's another lap.
Oh, no, there's not.
And do you know what? I'm going to feel sorry for Wookie here if he doesn't win this championship.
just don't know because Scotty has 5 seconds. Can he pull 5 seconds on Bark?
He's not pulling anything. Bark's sticking with Toby. They were 2 seconds ahead a second ago, and now they're not.
He's dropped outside DRS now. He could do with that to drag him along a small bit. Wookie is doing everything he can. Wookie's going to take this race win, and he's done everything he can do. Will Luckman have a say in this is the question. He's within DRS of Scotty, and he should take Scotty if I'm honest. Yeah, he has DRS. Oh, loses it a small bit, but he should take Scotty into turn 1. Scotty rinsing his DRS. Luckman have a look on the outside, he will. And it puts Scotty in a bad position, wheel to wheel. Not what you want, but this is helping Bark to stay as close as he can to Scotty.
Yeah, absolutely. Bark's about 3 seconds behind Scotty at the moment. Scotty with a 5-second penalty. But that's it. I've got to say, I feel sorry for Wookie if he does not win this championship with this drive. Due to, other people's track limit penalties, etc., has cost him the championship.
Yeah, 100%.
That is fucking unfortunate.
Like right now, with Scotty's penalty, it puts Bark in P4. The question then is does Scotty's penalty get taken off? To me, it looks like he hit the car ahead under the safety car, which we don't take off. So.
Something I've not thought about. Wookie's got the fastest lap.
Oh, wow.
Wookie's got the fastest lap. Does that mean Wookie wins it? Is it level between Wookie and Bark?
It's level. I think it's level.
Oh, shit. Bark takes P4. Wookie takes P1. Scotty P5. I think that puts Wookie and Bark level.
I'm waiting on Chloe, so I believe at this point
they're both on 216.
Without incidents, it's Bark. It's Bark's without incidents. Yeah, they're level on points. So if Scotty, this is going to come down to that 5-second penalty received by Scotty. Well, he's definitely going to report it, but oh lad.
But even if that is that 5 seconds, Scotty's not within 5 seconds of the leader, is he? So he can't take the race win.
Yeah, but he can take it off the Bark, which will give it to Wookie.
Oh shit!
What? Blacks. Jesus.
Are they on 216 apiece?
Scotty are right now. Bark and Wookie are level. But Bark will take it on highest finish. But if Scotty gets his 5 seconds removed, it'll give it to Wookie, and he can't get it. I don't know. 1 second, I'm trying to look at Scotty's time. So if Scotty gets, if that 5 does come off, it puts
it's
Scotty to
8.1. Yeah, it puts him up to P3, which puts Bark to P5, which means Wookie wins the championship.
Yeah.
Oh, Christ.
I'm right now without incidents, it's Barks, and we can only go off of that. That's kind of where we are. So Bark, as of now, Bark has it, but we'll need to see how that plays out. Wookie's in here already. Luckman's in here already. I just need to get Harvey in here. Oh God, this is
stressful.
Yeah, it is. I just went to add Harvey to the chat, and I went into Sky Go by mistake. Oh
Christ. Who is it we need? Wookie.
Wookie, Harvey, and Luckman.
Wookie, Harvey, Luckman. Wookie, Harvey, Luckman. Wow, I mean, definitely an interesting race for us, especially as a finale as well. Had a bit of everything. Probably less F bombs than maybe the last one.
Do you know what, right? The thing is here, and we don't have any points of view. It's going to come down to two things. It's going to come down to if one, Scotty reports it, which he absolutely will because he has nothing to lose, and two, if the penalty comes off. If the penalty doesn't come off, it's Barks. If the penalty does come off, it's Wookiees. And to me, like I wasn't on board with Scotty, but history would tell you on a restart when cars are so close, we don't remove them penalties, unless the guy ahead absolutely stands on the brakes,
But it depends on what the penalty was for. Was it hitting the car ahead, or was it an illegal overtake?
Safety car restart. No, it was a collision.
Was it collision? Right.
I think so. Jesus Christ almighty. That was mental. Yeah.
I knew it'd be a good one. I didn't expect that much drama, to be honest.
So
who we waiting on?
Luckman and Harvey. I think Harvey can't join. I'll just confirm that in a second. Yeah. My heart is beating so hard.
How do you think the drivers feel?
Excited about a game. Luckman. Look, we'll crack on. There's no sign of Luckman here. Wookie.
Hello.
Do you know what? Great drive. You did what you needed to do, which was take P1 with the fastest lap. You couldn't possibly do any more. Obviously, there's potential incidents and penalties and stuff. So as of right now, you've just came up a smidge short. You're level on points with Bark, and I must get this clarified, but I believe you'll beat P, or you won't have enough to do it on the average or the highest finish. But you did everything you could have possibly done. There's no more you could have done. How did you feel that went? What was the pressure like? Just give us a recap.
Mate,
Insane.
Right. I've got no words right now, mate. I honestly don't even know where to start, mate. Like, I was surprised I got pole in quali, and then that was all right. And then obviously the race started, got a good start, and then I could feel Scotty getting closer and closer. And then 1 minute he was there, next minute he wasn't, and that kind of gave a bit of breathing room. And
Yeah.
He had a big moment just as that safety car came out, or as the yellow flag popped up from another incident. Scotty lost it and hit a wall.
No way. But
did that ease pressure a little bit for you, or
100%? Because before the safety car came out, I could see my main focus was just to stay out of his DRS range. And then I could see myself pulling away, and then obviously he crashed out. So that gave a bit of breathing space. But then the safety car came out, I was like, oh. And then when that last safety car came out, I remembered. Obviously, do you get points for fastest lap?
Yeah. 1 point.
See, I remember hearing in the stream that if it finished as Quali did, then I would be out on 1 point. So I thought if I get fastest lap, that might just do it.
Yeah, well, that's the thing is, Bark finishing fourth put him on 2:16. You finishing first give you 215, but the extra point puts you both on 216.
No way. Your voice is gone, mate. So
I
I
mean,
can't wait to watch the
yeah.
stream.
Honestly,
It's mad.
I'm struggling now.
It's
I'm
yeah.
struggling. It's even trying to get my head around the maths. And as Dan
Oh.
said, there's Scotty picked up a 5-second penalty for a collision under a safety car.
Yeah,
So,
I see. I saw that at one point. Everyone just started getting 5 and 3 seconds. I was like, what's going on here?
and I feel like that's cost you the championship, or could have cost you
No.
the championship. There was I don't want to make it any worse for you, but there was another driver as well who spun out towards the
Yeah.
end, and he was penalty free,
No.
and that could have been the difference. But
You
it's
know,
it's honestly there's that
it's
much going on.
impossible. There's nothing like it's just like safety cars, tires, guys making decisions. And ultimately, this is going to depend on what caused that 5 second for Scotty, and if it's potentially
Yeah.
removed or not. That's where it is. But
I just want to say as well, it's not all down to Scotty's penalty. It could be someone behind who had a 5 second to come off as well.
absolutely,
Right.
this is
Yeah.
the luck of the draw. You know, look, the incidents page will open in a while, and as always, our stewards are top notch. They get on it straight away. You'll have an outcome by
Absolutely.
1 o'clock tomorrow. You'll have an appeal by 5, and we'll know where we are. And if I'm not
Yeah.
dead by then.
Yeah. Well, I
But
nearly
yeah,
had
just
the.
again, it's a top job. Like you did everything you could. You took the win. You took fastest lap.
Absolutely.
You can't do any more than that.
No, I appreciate that, mate. I nearly lost my. I nearly crashed out at one point. I think one of the first or second safety cars. I think it was turn 2, the long straight into turn 3. There was a bit of a collidal there, and I
Is that the two
nearly got.
Ferraris? One of the
I think
Ferraris
so.
lost it, and you were close to it in the back of it.
I nearly DNF, mate. If my researchers weren't on point, I would have been out.
But no,
I
great,
know. I
great
know.
So
drive. I've got to say as well, this second half of the season from you, mate, has been absolutely brilliant.
no,
It's
I
been great
appreciate
to
that, mate.
watch. This last 3-4 weeks, you've you've looked on top form.
No, I appreciate that very much, mate. Like, yeah, I've got no words for that race. That was a very good race.
What were the nerves like? I rode on with Bark for the first kind of 2 3 laps,
Yeah,
and I'll have to talk to him, but he either didn't have the pace or he looked really, really, really nervous, tentative. I could just see it. His throttle inputs, his brake inputs, they weren't on point like before. Like so to me, it was just caution. What was your thought process? Were you trying to be cautious, or were I suppose you were in that position, and we were speaking about it in the admin chat earlier. You were 13 points behind. You just had to throw caution to the wind, really. But what was the mentality? What was the mind frame? Obviously
I,
you didn't know before it because you know where you'd start, but starting P1, what's the mind frame?
my main focus was just to get ahead, just to create a biggest gap as possible, get a bit of breathing space, and then just take it from there. And then all these safety cars, like the nerves did start getting to me. But I kept looking at the grid just to see where Scotty and Bark were, and then I
Yeah,
decided. And then at the last safety car, Bark stayed out, and I thought, well, that's a bit ballsy from Bark.
yeah. I said it on stream, and I'll still say it again. And if he gets away with it, fair
Yeah,
play to him. But that was the wrong decision for me.
yeah, but no, just surprisingly, my nerves at the start were, like I said, just to get ahead, and then throughout the race, they were quite calm. It was only towards the end that my nerves started getting the better of me, but I managed to pull a 2 3 second gap, so it wasn't too bad.
Yeah, it's so easy for us on comms, because we can see the whole field, we can see penalties, we can see tires. It's easy for us to
Yeah,
say he's done something wrong, but when you're there, it's such a hard decision to make, and you know. But yeah, top class, did what you could. Just stay out of the chats now, you'll be fine.
no, I appreciate that, guys. Thank you very much.
Epic. I believe we have the
Harvey Anglutman, they're both here.
Harvey's here, is it?
Hello.
Excellent. Claire, I'll leave you take that. I need to breathe.
So let's start with Harvey. Obviously, fairly new here.
Yeah.
Up there battling for that podium. How did you feel?
Yeah, I felt pretty good, really. It was a pretty decent race, better than one I did on Wednesday at Spain, that's for sure. But yeah, I thought it was pretty good, really,
You
to be
look
fair.
comfortable, and I've got to say, you threw some quality laps in qualifying as well. I thought you might have upset the apple cart with the whole title challenge we had.
Yeah, Q2 was a good lap, but then Q3 I just couldn't get it together on that one. So Q2 was definitely a better lap, and then yeah, after that it just wasn't very good after that. To be fair,
How did you feel when
but
you picked up that 3 second penalty in the race as well?
no, I got it pretty early. I got it from I think it was the first safety car. I think after the end of the first safety car, I
Yeah,
ran wide, and then yeah, got the 3 seconds. So what was that lap? I don't know, lap 6 something like that. I think.
fairly early on, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, then I completely forgot about it for the rest of the race. To be fair.
You don't
Um,
think that late safety car though it'd cost you a fair bit, or were you confident going on to the soft tyres that you'd be able to bridge
well,
that
yeah,
gap?
'cause that came out what lap 24, I think. And then I was going to pit lap 25 anyway, so it came at the right time really. And I thought, well, then that Bach Mandu stayed out, and he was on what mediums for
Yeah, yeah.
16 laps. I thought, well, he's going to be easy to get past. To be fair.
I, I,
And then
I don't know why, and it could be from speaking to DMs the last couple of days, and I just had this feeling like you were maybe not the fastest, and looking at quali, I was like, all right, all right.
yeah,
I got that one.
115.
I got that one wrong. He's all right. He can
Yeah,
drive. And then
yeah,
I mentioned it several times during the race. You without that penalty, you would have had a big say. And even with the penalty, you did have a big say in the championship and where it ended up. But it was great pace. It was super stuff. And yeah, I believe you've snuck a seat as well for season 10. So I'm looking forward to seeing a lot more from you next season.
yeah. No, appreciate it. No, I enjoyed it. It was
Good
good.
stuff.
But yeah,
Yeah, just on that note, Harvey, you had a good pace there, mate. You started making me sweat at one point.
yeah, yeah. I was, and then I started losing it after a while. To be fair,
Yeah.
like towards the last 2 or 3 laps, I couldn't keep up.
Nah,
But
yeah,
I
Yeah,
was
when
running out of ERS as well. To be fair.
you have that penalty as well, you're probably trying to outdrive the car, which is kind of going to make you slower. But it's the natural reaction to try and
Yeah, and I
offset
think
that
I've
penalty as
I've
much
pretty
as you
much
can.
settled for second place. I thought, yeah, second's fine. I
Yeah,
ain't gonna
good
catch,
stuff.
especially go past Wookie and then gain another 3 seconds. That ain't gonna happen.
No, great
So
drive. Absolutely brilliant drive, mate. Well done.
brilliant, lovely, appreciate it.
Look forward to, like Dan said, look forward to seeing more from you. Look forward to seeing you drive next season.
Lovely, thank you very much.
Good stuff.
And
Right.
speaking of drivers taking full-time seats, we move on to Lutman, who might not get one. He's letting his team down.
This reptile. Super drive from Luckman there.
Yeah, absolutely.
It was again saw bags of pace, and at times during the race, and a lot of times during the race, particularly the second half, did look like he was making an impact on that eventual championship as well. How did you feel that race went for you?
Better than expected, obviously, after quali, but I told you boys, didn't I? It's overrated anyway.
What a twat.
No, I think we all. I can probably speak on behalf of everyone. I think we all just wanted it to go as smoothly as possible tonight. No incidents, no. Hopefully, no obviously penalties to be coming off and deciding the championship later on. But congratulations to Wookie on a fantastic second half of the year. I thought first half of the season was a bit hit and miss for you. Second half was a lot better, but yeah, I think for me personally it was a good race, but it's not about me this season. It's about Bark, Wookie, and Scotty for such a great championship battle.
No, I
Yeah, do you know
appreciate that,
what? I
mate.
think it's it's one of them things as well, where drivers join a new league, and they're driving with unless they have buddies. I know Wookie has raced with Airways, and but by and large, guys are driving with 17, 18, 19 new drivers, and it takes a bit of time to figure people out. Like for me personally at this stage, I know exactly what I'm dealing with, who I'm dealing with, what you can and can't do,
Yeah,
and that just takes a bit of time. And that was very, very evident from the second half of the season that Wookie kind of grew into it. He was
yeah.
after settling down, and you could see that. But yeah, look, man, podium from crashing out in Q1. That's my driver today anyway. But you'd have to be happy with P3, and you do take Airways for P4 championship, I believe. With P3, yeah, you'd be three. No, would be three ahead of him. I don't know. It was good driving now. I'm trying to figure
Yeah,
out
no,
so
I
many
appreciate that.
calculations at this stage. I don't know where I'm at.
We know what
Super
Dan's like
John.
with maths. No, I've got to say, absolutely brilliant drive, Lutman. And you're talking about tonight. It was about Wookie, Scotty, and Bark, but I feel like you've sort of still got to count yourself in and look at next season and where you're going to be. It might be about them tonight, but looking at the next season, do you think you've got something to give a challenge?
I think for me, if I can find an hour or two each week to set aside for practice, then maybe. But without the practice, it's sort of I'm always on the back foot in quali. Essentially using quali as practice and then going into a
Yeah.
race and just as we've seen this evening, coming into my own a little bit and back into the race. So if I can
Mhm.
put a couple of hours aside each sort of week, then maybe then I can challenge for championship.
What I'd say
That's
is get a better internet first.
Do you know
No
what?
comment.
It's always practice is such a hard one. Like I go
Yeah,
back a couple of seasons, I genuinely and I know some guys used to play more with COVID, but I worked through COVID, so it was no different. But I used to do 8 to 10 hours a week
yeah.
before a race. And I'm down to like absolute maximum an hour, but realistically, it's probably 3 or 4 laps on a set of mediums, 3 or 4 laps on a set of hards at 7 o'clock. But it makes a huge difference. You can see the guys that are
I
on all the time, and
I'm
just trying to
exactly
get
the
that
same.
time.
I've gone from while working at home through COVID, putting in I don't know 5 6 hours a day leading up to it. Before the race, I'd do at least 3 hours of fine setup tuning and stuff like that, and then I'd crash out, and it were all pointless. Whereas now I get on, and it's rare I do a lap, to be honest. But I have taken race wins after doing one lap of TT for practice. So
Yeah,
I'm one of them. I think too much practice for me ruins me because I think too much about it. I find I do better doing less, but everyone's different.
Yeah, no. For me, I need at least an hour or two a week, just to get up to speed with the track more than anything, and go from there. So, like I say, if I can get an hour a week, or maybe even two, then yeah, I think I could challenge next year.
Good. Look forward to watching it.
yeah. If we can keep it out of the barrier. There's a reason. There's a reason Clay called John Luckman.
Let's not bring that up. Come on. We're past that now.
Uh,
That's left for server.
Again.
nah, good stuff. Good stuff, guys. Great season, and as
Yeah,
as as
brilliant
as
drive.
is with CDR, we phone taking extended breaks is not appreciated. So we do 1 week of a break and back into season 10. There will be pre-season next Friday and Sunday. Details to follow. And yeah, is what it is. That is season 9 wrapped. Thank God, it's been stressful.
It's definitely been a long one. I've got to say, probably the
Yeah,
hardest one in terms of admin roles.
yeah,
You know
100%.
what the lads have had to deal with, yourself more so than anyone. Yeah, it's been about a tough season, but we've got through it with her. You know, we settled. I'd say settled pretty well for season 10 now. So thank you everyone who's tuned in, everyone who's got involved all season, everyone who's here cheering on drivers, commenting every week. We appreciate you all. Stay tuned for the announcements for season 10. If you're not in the Discord, pop a message in. We can get you an invite in. Yeah, stay tuned. Season 10 will be coming soon. See you soon.
All right, cheers, lads. Have a good evening.
Right.